You can't smoke on airplanes either.
What? There's airplanes?
They had planes in the 1920s.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, definitely did.
That makes sense. To understand the foods of our present, we must first understand the foods of our past.
That's why we're recreating some of the most notable meals throughout history, and today we're going back to a very bleak time for the United States.
Oh, is this like back in the pandemic when I had to make that struggle meal, but I fed it to a friend of mine that I made out of a ball of hair from my vacuum? Named it Doris, though. Saltines and cheese.
Oh, God, no, but that is bleak. Today we are recreating a Thanksgiving meal from the Great Depression.
Oh. Well, it's time for
Meals of History! All right, Emily, we're going back to the Great Depression. So you had the Roaring 20s where everyone was all happy and hopeful and there was a big economic boom. And then in 1929, the stock market crashed. But not only were people poor, they were also bereft of food because of the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act as well as the Dust Bowl. But there was a savior. Aunt Sammy comes along. This is either Uncle Sam's sister or wife, depending on who you ask. I feel like they probably should have clarified that.
Nope.
I think it was a little early for sister wives, but then Aunt Sammy comes along.
Never too early.
So it was part of a radio show that was put on by the USDA's Bureau of Home Economics that was meant to help housewives, specifically from small town farmers, figure out how to sort of modernize and economize their cooking, right? How do you take a budget and stretch it when there isn't any food to go around?
I need her right now.
Aunt
need
Sammy,
Aunt Sammy
come back
today.
to save us. All right,
Save me.
Aunt Sammy was portrayed by 30 different voice actors across 30 different radio markets, all with specific regional accents trying to connect to these housewives. Aunt Sammy comes along to help women rethink their Thanksgiving menus during the Great Depression when there wasn't much food to go around and people didn't have any money to buy anything. And so that is what we are going to be recreating today, a time during American history where people needed hope, where they needed something to grasp onto, and sometimes that thing it's like a Jell-O salad.
Beans.
And beans. A lot of creamed vegetables you don't want to cream.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're not doing a big juicy turkey this time.
No, certainly not. But we can have fake duck.
Okay, I'm into fake duck.
Me too. You want to go off and put on like a silly little costume, then we'll cook something?
A silly little costume, that's what you think I do?
No, you do a lot.
It's okay, it's
Show.
exactly.
No, come on.
It's an accurate description.
Whoa.
Thank you, sweetheart. You can leave now. Thanks so much for bringing me today. You can pick me up at 4:45.
What are we making today? He's finally gone.
Oh, who's gone?
My husband, he's finally gone.
Oh, that sounds like a bad relationship. Anyways.
No, it's more of a fetish thing. He heard me on the radio, he likes the voice, so I just do it when he's around.
I feel like radio fetishes have gone out of style, and I'm not quite sure why. I do listen to the NPR ladies, though, and I like them.
Don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds very sexy.
It is very sexy. Public radio sexy. So right now, we're making creamed onions. So Aunt Sammy was all about vegetable
Oh, I did
cookery.
that. I voiced one of those.
You did?
Yes, in Missouri.
So you had the
Yes.
regional Missouri accent. You were teaching like farmers' wives.
Whatever
how to
this
cook.
accent is, that's what it was.
So as you likely know, Aunt Sammy was all about vegetable cookery. The Bureau of Home Economics was all about trying to modernize the way that Americans ate, because a lot of people were sort of stuck in their ways, but there were a lot of new products in. And so like broccoli, for instance, was first introduced to Americans via Aunt Sammy and these radio shows. But that said, vegetables weren't exactly aplenty during the Great Depression, so you ended up with dishes like creamed onions, and that's what we're making right now.
Well, yes, when you can't have meat. Broccoli.
Yeah. So do you want to help me start peeling these pearl onions right here?
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, just kind of dig your
This is something
fingernails
I'm
in.
an expert at.
Yeah, what's the secret? What's your secret to peeling these pearl onions?
Well, sir, you just peel the onions.
just-
I don't really. You just do it. Mostly, what I do in the show is I list off the recipes and take a brief pause between each ingredient because you gotta write it down. And everyone knows women take forever to write and read,
Yeah, there were
even
a lot
though we built submarines during World War I.
we can
No, I'm not finished.
we can stop peeling the onions. We already have a bowl. I know. Look.
One
it was hard.
I hate
You had
you,
to
you
do
do this.
everything. You had to do everything from scratch back then. It was so hard. We got the peeled onions. I'm gonna
no.
boil the onions, and then we're gonna boil them, and then we're gonna cream them, and then our Thanksgiving is gonna be nice, and we're not gonna talk about politics, and your aunt's not gonna
So
talk
you
about her
missed
minion memes on Facebook.
missed two, and
Put the
we are-
onions in there.
we
We
are-
can't afford to lose any onions.
Exactly. That's why
Please.
I'm telling you, Jim.
Up in the water.
Don't waste any of your rations.
All right, and so to cream these onions, this sounds kind of good to me. I might make this for my own Thanksgiving, and we're gonna add a bunch of margarine to this.
That is the most margarine I've ever seen
This
in my
is a
life.
lot of margarine. Because I mean, part of this, right, was trying to like keep
I have
people fed.
So many things here. You don't need all of that, do you?
No, I think times have changed. 2008 wasn't great either, but we've all recovered. No, don't steal. Please don't steal the things and take them back.
This one, I like it.
You can have that.
I love it.
Don't steal.
I can put my one potato in it.
What was your profession before going on the radio?
I told you I made submarines.
You're just a submarine maker.
I made entire submarines by myself.
What's the first step to making a submarine? I wouldn't know where
Bolts.
to begin. Bolts? Yeah, I guess you need the bolts.
You gotta have the bolts.
What was it like to transition from being a submarine maker, where you made them all by hand during World War I, to then the Roaring '20s? Were you a flapper gal?
I was. My husband doesn't like it when I toys.
Yeah.
Is he around?
No, I don't see your husband. He's not.
Oh,
here.
Harry!
You want to fight me?
Harry!
No.
If you're around, I love you very much.
Perry, just
Even though you're
ignore-
short and poor.
Perry, you're doing the best you can, man. You're doing the best you can.
Very short.
That is an aggressively short man.
The fedora doesn't add much either. I told him that, get a derby or a top hat or something like that. And he's just like, no, I like this. And I'm like,
Now he can wear a $40 beanie from Limited 2. Is that
Oh,
still
what's
a
a
store?
beanie?
All right, so we're melting down the margarine. Margarine is obviously a much cheaper substitute for butter. However, dairy was still pretty plentiful because, U.S. was subsidizing dairy farmers so much, and so that's why a lot of these recipes included creamed items. You had like creamed peas on toast, you had creamed chipped beef, which is actually something that I grew up eating because my dad was from that very boomer era. They call it SOS, or let's say Scheisse on a shingle if we don't get demonetized in Germany.
I don't know anything about shingles.
I feel like you probably had shingles. How's polio going?
Oh, well, if we can just get everybody vaccinated, it'll be fine.
Just get the damn shot, Kyrie.
Yeah, just do
get the shot. All right, so we're adding some flour to this margarine. We're gonna create like a roux. This is essentially like a white gravy filled with onions, which again speaks to my personal sensibilities.
You have personal sensibilities. Wow.
Yeah.
You almost have a lot of free time.
We really do.
Oh, we lost one again.
What? Just eat it.
I don't know. Something you should know about me, I don't like onions.
I did know that about you.
I find them to be rude.
What do you mean?
In my 20s, it's like boys had just discovered hummus.
Yeah. I feel
And
that.
like
I feel that.
they still were doing full-on tons of onions on their burgers, and then I was expected to make out with them during Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
And I'm not
I
gonna
feel
do
that.
it.
No, I made out with my first date with hummus breath watching Avatar.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is such a hummus breath movie.
Uh-huh.
And there's no amount of teeth brushing or gum that's gonna fix it.
Didn't even try. We were both just stinking up that theater.
Oh,
Take that,
man.
James Cameron.
It's very good that you're
You do
physically
Avatar, James
attractive
Cameron?
because, geez Louise.
Perry's
No.
watching. Perry, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you bear the horns of the cuckold.
No, his name is Harry.
Oh, it's Harry?
He knows your name is Harry.
Every
I don't
man's
think
name is
he's
Perry.
here.
Every man from 1920 is named Perry. All right, I'm gonna add our milk to this here roux. We're gonna thicken it up for the creaming process.
Ooh.
Because we're not just milking these onions, we're creaming them.
No, you have to say it like we did on the radio.
So
you
right
say-
now we're adding the milk to the roux and we're gonna cream these onions.
What is that voice?
That's your voice. You've been doing the same
is
voice.
not what that
That's
sounds-
exactly what you sound like.
You sound ridiculous.
You sound ridiculous. I'm Perry. I'm very short and being cuckolded by my wife.
Once again, talking way too fast for the women. You have to say, one of is it salt or sugar?
That's salt. That's salt. You're not great.
Let me start over. What is this?
That's like a tablespoon or a quarter cup.
Ooh, quarter cup. I like
Quarter cup.
that. 1 quarter cup of salt.
Pause.
You don't
You don't
say
I
it.
know. I was saying it for effect.
You would be fired immediately if you were a woman.
I don't. all right,
You've abandoned your children anyway. Get out of here.
yeah. Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
How many?
I have 4.
That's such a low number for this era. I feel like everyone had 19 children. They're all like feeding them, I don't know, one egg out of a shoe.
Well, fun story. Once we got the right to vote, we started getting birth control as well.
Hey, mazel.
That started happening. My husband doesn't know that I have it around, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to know.
Might want to keep that. For
I
him.
keep it up real high on a high shelf. He can't get it. He can't find it. He can't see it.
Makes sense. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more milk to this. Stir it around until it gets nice and thick.
1 quarter cup of pepper.
Give me some of that pepper. I need some pepper.
That was the amount
Not
of
a lot of
time.
flavorings back then. You just had to salt and pepper
Wow.
everything. Just gonna give a hefty
I
pinch
will
of
say it
pepper.
was very hard to get sugar.
Yeah, because I mean there were rations, right?
They gave us little booklets with, little coupons. And
Is that like
tokens.
that's like the origin of the food stamps program, right? There were physical stamps in there, and if you had a stamp for sugar, you could redeem it for sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't just like a money program. Like it was physically you get this single piece of food. That
I
you
don't
have
know
to
what a
stamp for.
money program is.
Well, like an
it
EBT.
sounds great.
We have what's called EBT.
EBT.
Now, where they give poor people money to buy food, and it's still not a great system. All right, so this is getting nice and thick. Now what we're gonna strain all these onions and we're just gonna stew them down in the cream. If this doesn't look like a depression meal, I don't know what does.
I just
this
really
is the
like
essence
my
of Great
one
Depression.
little onion that's just like not being included. Can I have him put them in there?
If you want to put the onion in there, yeah, it's not gonna
All
cook
right.
really well.
Mwah, you did so good.
Splash!
Yeah.
Okay,
Cooking
good.
is pain. All right, so now, we got the cream base. You know, we're getting the onions in there, and now all we gotta do is just gotta cook the onions down the cream. We're gonna pop this in the oven. We're just gonna let it kind of broil and become nice and creamed, and then Thanksgiving, and we're all gonna be happy.
Very grateful for the Great Depression. Is it all right if I smoke?
Is it all right if you smoke inside a closed kitchen? No, it's not all right if you smoke. What is it? Get that out of your mouth.
Oh, come on.
You can't smoke inside anywhere.
Well, what am I supposed to do to calm my nerves? I drank a lot of Coca-Cola today.
Take some Valium. Isn't that what you people were all doing back then?
All right, fine.
Don't eat the. She ate the cigarette.
Now I'm
All
not
right.
going to be hungry for lunch.
I don't know what to tell you. That's on you, not me. We have to make a Jello salad. We can't. You reek of tobacco and onions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's down. All right, so we can't talk about food from the 1920s without talking about Jello. This is like a hallmark of all old-timey recipes.
I love Jell-O.
Yeah, everyone loved. You loved Jello and mayonnaise because both of those were like novel. And part of your radio show, obviously, was getting people to quote unquote modernize their pantries, and so you used a lot of like technological innovation, like shelf-stable mayonnaise and gelatin. So that's what we're doing right now.
It's the most humorous of foods.
God, I guess I agree.
It moves.
It does. It moves and
Like
wiggles.
this.
It's fun. You get to put mayonnaise on it. Can you stir together the cranberry sauce and mayonnaise?
Oh, yes.
That's gonna be our condiment for this nice Jello salad.
Love that.
Prepackaged gelatin goes back to like the 1840s, but Jello itself was in like the 1890s. And so then like once mass market grocery stores ended up across America and people were all sort of exposed to the same food products, you just get a lot of weird Jello molds. Not this is weird. This is your recipes were not weird. They were very cool.
It's fine.
And inventive.
You can call me weird all you want.
Weird as hell. It's gross. It's weird and it's gross. But I'm actually excited to try this.
I did a lot of commercials for Jell-O.
I bet.
I wouldn't have to talk slow for those.
Yeah.
Actually, they want me to go very fast.
Why do they want you to go fast for Jello?
Because they're like, get this woman out of here.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of her. being
She's
here.
eating
Talk,
cigarettes.
talk,
Get her off the Jello
talk.
set.
I don't have to eat the cigarettes in the studio. They let me smoke them with everyone else.
I'm sorry. You can't smoke on airplanes either.
What? There's airplanes?
They had planes in the 1920s.
Oh,
were
they
like-
did?
Yeah, definitely did.
That
was
makes
the thing.
sense.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna add boiling water to activate this,
This
here
looks like
lemon
barf,
gelatin.
man. This is gross.
No, it's gonna be good. You wrote the recipe, damn it. You're
That's
telling
right.
all the
I
farmers'
wrote this
wives
barf
to do
recipe.
it. Yeah, this is your fault. We're gonna add some ice water
Is
to
this
the Jello
mixed
to
up
cool it
enough?
down.
My wrists are
No, keep going. I know you got
Oh,
those
Lord.
dainty flapper wrists.
I am no longer a flapper. I'm a reformed flapper.
A reformed flapper, but you're
Yes.
still addicted to the amphetamines of the era.
Well, I don't know what do you mean my beverage?
Yes, your beverage, your special pet beverage, that's amphetamines.
That is not. It's good, wholesome American fun is what it is.
All right, so we got all of our lemon gelatin in here, and we're gonna be adding walnuts, cranberries,
I
and
never
grapes.
asked your name.
What are your intentions? I'm now wary of your intentions.
I just want to know when I can go.
Harry or Perry keeps staring at me.
Harry.
Harry, can you freaking stop? You're weirding me
Harry,
out. You keep licking your
please,
lips.
go
Stop
on,
that.
wait outside in the car, Harry.
I don't want to know what you're
I love you
into.
very much.
My name's Josh.
I'll kiss you on the top of your head.
Okay.
When we're done with this. Don't worry. One kiss, though, not more than that. You got more last time. Get out of here, Harry.
Gelatin's-
Go on.
I feel like I'm about to. I spilled all the crap. I feel like I'm about to get involved into like some weird sex games with you guys, and I don't want that.
We do not have weird sex games.
What are they?
Well, I pretend that he's a little submarine boat.
Yeah, that sounds like a weird sex game.
And
to
I
me.
just pop a
That
squat.
certainly sounds. Yeah. We added the grapes and the cranberries to the Jello, and now we're gonna add all the nuts.
I imagine this is what it was like, though, for women listening to it on the radio and then just going,
Ah!
I'm gonna miss the
God.
thing she said last. And I gotta, oh no.
Yeah, well, now we got the Jello mold made, and isn't this gonna be a
That's
lovely?
actually very, very pretty. And you kind of look like the guy from Ocean Spray that's just standing in the middle of things. You should just like
Yeah, the
take a little
cranberry
step
bog.
in there. Ow,
That's
it's
what I'm
hot.
talking about. Yeah, it's hot. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna
Wait.
pop it in the fridge.
In the fridge.
Yeah, pop it in the fridge.
This fridge?
It's like an oven but cold.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to remind you about the onions.
Oh wait. Oh, dude, those looking great.
Whoa, those look really cool.
They look really good. I think that we're setting ourselves up for a fantastic meal right now.
I think cooked onions are not as rude as raw onions.
Yeah, these are cooked to death. Every
Yeah.
vegetable before 1986 was just cooked to a fine mush.
I love mush.
Now I'm a fan of mush too. All right, so speaking of mush,
You'd love me in a swimsuit.
Well, we got our sides. We got the creamed onions. Those are creaming in the oven. We got our delightful Jell-O salad, but now we need the big show-stopping centerpiece. So Aunt Sammy had a couple suggestions. One, instead of a turkey, take an old hen, which is incredibly tough, and just slaughter that and kill it from your backyard and then roast it. But the other suggestion is mock duck. So instead of stuffing a duck, you're gonna take a tough piece of London broil, you're gonna pound the hell out of it, and you're gonna stuff it with old stale breadcrumbs. You won't even be able to tell it's not duck. Ish?
That's a very good slogan. You should be doing commercials for our radio show.
I'd like to. How much do you get paid?
Oh, in a glass of milk.
Yeah, we get paid in almond milk here.
Almonds?
Yeah, they've figured out the technology to milk almonds.
That sounds amazing.
Can you mix that there melted margarine with those breadcrumbs? That's me stuffing.
Yes.
I'm gonna start pounding the hell
Oh,
out of this
Lord.
beef. That's what you gotta do. Tough piece of beef, you gotta pound the hell out of it, and then we're just gonna tie this up and we're gonna roast it.
Boy, you'd be really good on submarine bolting.
Oh, I would be so good on submarine bolting.
Yes, you would.
I feel like I'd be an asset to the weird group sex stuff on submarines too.
Oh, you know about our club? It meets every Wednesday at 5:30.
That sounds fun.
I bring the lemonade.
To prevent scurvy or to?
No, it's for refreshments, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
I think I'm not a pirate.
No, when would we have ever been talking about pirates? on this
Never.
show? So we're gonna salt and pepper up this large hunk of beef right here. We're gonna do it on both sides. This is a heck of a piece of beef.
While you're doing that, I'm going to do a few advertisements because you haven't had any on your show. Take a note from me, and then you go back to whatever commercial.
I'm taking notes.
All right. What do you want me to do something for? Something for that? Are you selling things here?
Yeah, no, we do sell these aprons on mythical.com. That means nothing to you.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, do you need an apron? Sure, everyone needs to cover up their nice dress, because you only have one. Get yourself a Mythical kitchen apron. Cover your... That was off the cuff, so it was a little bit,
No, that was very good. You're obviously a very talented.
I'm mostly just telling women to put on more lotion. Just put on all the lotion. Put it on your face, put it on your legs.
I gotta tie up the steak. I gotta tie this.
You ever
I gotta
notice
stop
that
it
like
and tie it.
there's so many like movies and things with women putting on lotion their whole body and then they're still old when they're old?
Yeah, did
Why
the
are we
lotions
wasting our
work?
time with all this
I don't
lotion?
know. I've never worn lotion in my life because I hate feeling sticky.
You don't wear lotion
I
at
literally
all?
never. I've never lotioned. They can confirm. I've never lotioned
They've
myself.
never lotioned?
I don't believe in
Why do they
sunscreen either.
know that, Josh?
What? Because they're always trying to put lotion on me. They're always coming up to me with creams and salves, and they're like, "Josh, lotion up your skin."
Sometimes I imagine that the kitcheneers just follow you home and they're in the closet waiting to find out if you put on lotion.
Yeah, it happens. It's mostly Trevor. All right, so we're gonna roll
God,
this
your
up.
elbow is harassing.
I'm sorry.
me.
I don't mean to elbow your. We got our steak stuffed with breadcrumbs. Wow, this is gonna be so good. I'm just gonna put that on the counter. Screw it. Who cares? We're gonna lay out these strings and we're just gonna tie this roast together so it cooks
Ooh.
nice and evenly. Get these nice and even across, and then we're just gonna take our beefs and we're gonna lay our.
I really
want to
just tickle your armpit right now.
Do
but I
it, do
know
it,
that
do
would
it.
like- no!
Do it! I dare you! I double dog dare you!
But I knew that there
I'll
go everywhere.
"Gee," like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Tying up that roast, I'm gonna get
I
some
like
oil
the bow
going.
that you're doing.
Get some oil going in this pan. Not gonna explode the pan today.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Do you live with your in-laws?
I do not live with my Susan. If you're watching, though, oh, she's not an in-law though. That's a weird thing to say. That's just my girlfriend's mom. Whew. Someone's got cold feet.
Someone's on a first-name basis with his lady's mom.
That pan's smoking hot. We gotta get this in there. And so we're just gonna sear this off on all sides, and then we're gonna roast it. And then you get to eat those breadcrumbs. That's a new side. I call it bread salad.
Can I take it home with me? Because I really do like it.
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Have you stolen anything? I feel like we have to take stock of everything. She's just been pickpocketing people.
I'll tell you one thing that I want. You didn't give me a cup of milk, so I'm going to request something else.
We're gonna sear this and then we're gonna flip it. What'd she?
I want this diamond.
No, those are my beans.
And
those are my beans, and that is not a real diamond.
It's not a real diamond.
No, it's not a real
Well,
diamond.
then what's the point of this?
I don't know what to tell you. We have chintzy little things as decorations.
You are
but those
very
are my beans.
frivolous
You must.
in the future. I am taking the beans.
All right, we're gonna take. Ow, that's really hot. We're gonna put that in the oven, and then we're gonna have a nice Thanksgiving. Then I get to learn from my friend about the olden days, and it's gonna be just like having Thanksgiving with my actual grandma.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be real depressing. Emily, Emily, there ain't nothing depressing about this Thanksgiving feast right now.
No, it's really pretty.
I think it's really gorgeous. We got this lovely Jell-O mold salad right here with the cranberries and the grapes and walnuts in there, and that beautiful
Gorgeous.
pink mayonnaise in there.
It looks like a giant Jurassic Park or like Amber thing. Welcome to the Great Depression.
And look at her jiggle. Wobble with a wobble. Okay, and then we got this mock duck right here. It's stuffed with just margarine and breadcrumbs. Even that looks really good. You know, the china doesn't go bad during the Depression. We still got the nice stuff. And then, of course, our creamed onions right here. Got that little brulee on the top. I think we're about to have a great meal. You want me to start serving you up?
Sure,
Get
thank
some
you.
of this here. I'm gonna just scoop out some of that cranberry mayonnaise from the
I'm
middle.
a little skeptical of that.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, I'm gonna
this
try
is-
it.
this
I
is
always
hard.
do, but like,
This Jell-O is hard.
hoard?
This is a hard Jell-O.
That is a huge slice.
Yeah,
my dude.
you're gonna want to fill up on Jell-O. I don't know why I gave you such a giant Jell-O slice, but I don't regret it. All right, here, grab some duck for yourself. Just spear it off of the fork.
Okay.
I want the good piece.
I mean, I think they're all probably gonna be good, right?
Yeah, more or less. It's honestly a really beautiful cook on it. I mean, the breadcrumbs are gonna soak up all that steak flavor, and then, of course, here, your creamed onions.
Oh man, this is really cool. I think that if this is good,
It's such a messed up looking plate.
I don't think so. I think this is very pretty.
The smells coming off of this are insane.
Honestly, this doesn't look that much different than when I would go have family like things with grandparents.
Yeah?
There was always some kind of this and that. And then
This reminds me of the Kakana red wine cheese ball, which is a messed up.
I love
Me
those.
too. All right,
that's a
get some
huge-
of the mayonnaise on the Jell-O, otherwise it's ruined.
Do you know what the Jell-O actually? No, the mayonnaise situation reminds me of is salad bars that have pudding next to the dressing.
You always get some on the lettuce.
Whoever decided that.
Hold on. Mayonnaise and Jell-O, we got ourselves a winner.
That's really good.
That's really good. Why is the mayonnaise and cranberry sauce so good?
Something about the crunchiness of the nuts with all of it. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
That's really good food. Try the duck. I'm gonna put some of that
Okay.
mayonnaise on the duck.
yeah, heck yeah. Now
I think I called it duck, even though it's nowhere close to duck.
now we're mayonnaise people.
Oh, I've always been a mayonnaise person.
I like mayonnaise too. I was kind of scared of it for the longest time, but I don't think it's all bad.
That's just a good ass dish.
There's nothing bird-like about this.
No, you would not be confused that this is an actual stuffed duck. What it is though, it's like a delicious 3-ingredient stuffed steak dish. The breadcrumbs soak up all that steak flavor.
All right, it's time to
Chase
get
it with a
rude.
cre-
Let's get rude.
Let's cream on these onions. Cheers.
Here. That's really good.
Not to minimize it, the Great Depression ruled.
Great Depression
Great
rule.
Depression- Here's the thing. You got water milk? You got water milk
now
to
this
wash it
kinda
down?
sucks, but-
No, this is just more refreshing than milk. What people do is water down
this
their
is
milk.
my payment. Thank you for finally noticing what I was owed. I was going to have to send an invoice.
This is a bonus. I put some onions in your purse.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like Milk Aid. It's a nice, refreshing milk.
I
Aid.
hate that.
Why? It's good. It's basically skim milk.
Number one, it's not wine.
Fair.
Number two, it's definitely not cold. It's like,
I don't know how we got the milk water to this temperature.
I don't know either.
is nice.
I think it takes effort to get it there.
It's been warming under the
And
lights here.
I blame Trevor.
Do you think, after seeing my skills today, I have what it takes to be on your radio show?
I think that you should take over my show, and I should take over your radio show. We'll do a little switcheroo. You have a great face for radio.
Oh, no, radio. No, this isn't a radio show. There's actually a camera. We've been recording video this whole time.
You could see me.
Yeah, were you not prepared?
No,
Do you want to do the outro? This is your official audition.
I would have gone in the sun for like at least
You've
a
been
day.
building submarines and doing weird stuff with Perry. You don't have to see
I don't
the
know
sun.
if my husband will like this.
I don't-
That I'm on a camera. I also talked a lot of smack about him, which he would have heard. Too.
Radio
So I
would
guess
pick
this
that
is
up.
fine.
Yeah, here, you do the outro. This is your official audition for the talkies.
Is this it? Is that where it is? Are you watching me right now?
They're not like live. They will see it eventually. You can't talk to them.
I can't talk to
You
them
can't
right
talk
now?
to them. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm dead sure, but they can watch you. And they already know who you are. They've been
What's
watching
your
you for the last like
favorite
20
color?
minutes. But no, they're not inside. They're not little people inside the camera. It's recording everything that you
I
do.
didn't think there were little people inside the camera. I thought it was, like a phone. It's
Oh, like
calling
a Twitch
the people
stream,
right
like a
now.
Twitch stream. Emily,
That sounds like
do
a
the outro of the
definite
show.
symptom of something that you could get in the days when I was a flapper.
Yeah.
Well, so we can switch, right?
Yeah, I will gladly take your show. You
Fantastic.
take
You're
mine.
gonna have to learn a lot about cold cream.
Oh,
Gotta learn about all the lotions to sell the ladies and detergents. I'll give you a play-by-play. Oh, and soap to put in children's mouths.
I'll
I'll teach you about it later.
Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen, not sponsored by Children Mouth Soap. We got new episodes for you every week. We got new episodes of our radio show every Wednesday, wherever you get your radio shows. Hit us up on Instagram. You have no idea what that is. It ruined a generation.
Oh, no.
At Mythical Kitchen. That's why they call us the Lost Generation. With pictures of your dishes under hashtag Dreams Become Food. We'll see y'all next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye. Goodbye.
The Mythical Trucker hat is the only hat I wear, and I am not just saying that because this is an ad, so go get yours at mythical.com.